Look what I got. You actually can't see it because there's a sticker in front of it. Oh, I'm excited about this. What you got there, Jimmy? Oh, something cool. I'm not the first one to this, not the first one to make a video about it, but it's just now become important to me. When this came out, this is the Pod Express, by the way. Line 6 Pod Express. This is the guitar one. I have the bass one on the way. It's gonna take like a few extra weeks for whatever reason. I have recommended this piece of gear to several friends of mine who wanted some sounds but didn't want to spend a lot of money, and this is the way to go. And I recently found out that they made an editor like 4 months ago or something. And I was like, an editor? That means I can upload presets. Let me see if this is something I can, that I want to do. Let me see if I can get some good tones and maybe, just maybe, put the Sunday Ready pack in this thing and make it available, because this is one of those pieces of gear that is perfect for beginners, people who don't want to invest a lot but want to play around with some effects and some amp modeling at a very low price point of entry. And so, and then the second thing is that a lot of people don't know what to do. It's kind of difficult, I've seen, to navigate the parameters, especially if you don't know what they even are when you can't really see them. And so now that there's an editor, I want to see if this thing sounds good. And I think it should sound good because this is like the Helix family of stuff, and the Helix sounds amazing. If you're new to this channel and you clicked on this just because of this piece of gear, if you don't know, I have the Helix, the Pod Go, the HX Stomp, all of them, HX Effects, HX Stomp XL. I don't have any of the older things. I've never had the Pod Bean, which I think is what this is kind of technically a throwback to, which is why it's nice and red. I never had that, but I had a friend who had one, and it's very nostalgic, that's for sure. There's the unboxing. I'm gonna plug it up, see if there's a firmware update, and let's get some sounds, and I'll let you know if I have updated and put the Sunday Ready pack in this thing. And when the bass one gets here, I'm gonna put the bass Sunday Ready pack in here. So click the links down below. If I've already done that, the links will be down there. All right, we got the rubber booties on it. It also comes with batteries. This thing can be run off battery, but it also takes 500 milliamps at 9 volts. So I'm probably just gonna plug it into a power supply, probably. Why would I do that? Let's put the batteries in, might as well. Take a quick look at this. There's nothing on the bottom. On the side, there's a headphone jack out right here. And there's also, I guess, this volume wheel, which is kind of cool. I think I saw in a video where you can change what this volume wheel does. Wouldn't be surprised. Line 6 is always doing that kind of stuff. USB, power supply. You also have your guitar in, your left mono out, and then it can go out stereo, which is cool. And boom, boom, I didn't even know this. 2 foot switches. You can add a foot switch, like this little guy, so you can access the other parameters. So this could be literally your whole pedal board for 25 bucks, a cable. We're gonna try it out. Let's do it. All right, let's go to line 6. Line 5, boom, oh, right there. New edit software. I never even saw this till now, which is kind of cool. Well, let's download. Pod Express guitar, Pod Express edit, yes. Go. Quickly and easily access a world of deeper tone editing, preset management, global settings on your Pod Express device, tapping or typing tempos, setting noise gate thresholds, fine-tuning cabs, adjusting specific EQ, deep effects edits, and exporting presets for backup and sharing. These are all now possible with Pod Express edit. Boom, get download, let's go. All right, I'm doing the update. Now that I've done a little bit of research, I'm a little bummed that you can't import your impulse responses. Now, I tried to already tell myself, don't go into this expecting a lot. Line 6 has already given us a lot. You have all the other devices, and every time a device comes out, somebody has something to complain about. So I'm not gonna complain about this. I already know what it does, but I thought you could at least import your own IRs. I was hoping to be able to do that for the Sunday Ready pack and give you some IRs with this, but it's just the cabs, and I know how to dial in cabs, so don't worry about it. All right, required an update. To connect your Pod Go Express, a firmware update is required. Would you like to update your Pod Express? Pod Express now? Yes. New global setting, knob behavior. Allows you to choose whether holding Alt button and turning the effects knob controls the silver labeled amp parameters, default, or selects an effect model, or adjust its settings. Volume wheel control allows you to choose whether device volume, thumb wheel, is headphone and main outputs, or only the headphone, which is great. I always set my stuff to just headphone out. So download the update. Yes, let's do it. Downloading update. Improvements. When holding Alt and tap, the LED ring will indicate the currently selected cabinet. Perform update. I accept. Waiting for the Pod Express is restarting. The update will begin automatically. Nice. And here we go. Here's my first look at it. You have the input gate. There's nothing else there. There's no compression. I thought maybe they would give us some other things. That's fine. Not complaining. Distortion. You get the Minotaur, it looks like. I'm going to use names that you may or may not know. I can tell by the pictures what they brought over from the Helix world. We have the Minotaur Boost, the Tube Screamer. This looks like the, what would that be? The SD1 and a Fuzz. The mod, they just have the regular chorus, flanger, phaser, tremolo. That's good. Amps, 7 amps I heard. Clean, special. This is the Fender, the Dumble one, the DC30, I think. The Dynamic, I think that's the Cartographer, the Friedman. And these look, it's so small I can't hardly see. I don't know, these look like the 5150 amp, maybe. We'll play with those. And then this is the US Princess. Oh, I think that's what the Fender amp is the Princess, which I love the Princess. Sometimes I like putting the 12 cab on it. But you can mess with any of the cabs, which is kind of cool. The delays, the analog digital tape. I love the transistor tape delay. The wow, yeah, this is the one. I crank this wow and flutter up. These are my settings right here. I'll show you. What's sync? Oh, okay. No, I like it on note. Scale, bring this back to 7.5. That gives you, when you're at a quarter, it gives you a dotted eighth on top. Spread it all the way. Yeah. Oh, there's a second page. That's good. Headroom. I always crank headroom on these modeler devices because bringing it down creates noise that is intentional, but it just doesn't sound good to me. And it's all digitally sounding, so I bring that up. Our reverbs, spring, hall, plate. These, by the pictures, they look like the dynamic hall, which I absolutely love. I don't know. I can tell that's not the stock setting of the dynamic hall. It usually goes to 4 seconds. So I don't know. But let's plug it up and listen to it. So I was able to spend a few hours dialing in these tones, and I got the Sunday pack ready. You can go to heyworshipleader.com, search all the Sunday ready packs, but now there's one ready for Pod Express, and then you might notice a button that says Pod Express Bass coming soon, because when that one comes in, I'm going to transfer those sounds over as well. Go check it out, listen to these sounds, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.